Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read some more of my dissertation. So from what I've been reading about Dick Grote and Sylvia Clute lately mostly. So Dick Grote had an issue at Frito-Lay. Employees were writing obscene messages on potato chips during the 1970s. When he went to the plant to understand what was going wrong, he quickly realized that the conflict management system of punishing people was not working. In the short term, the traditional progressive system worked, but in the long run, it harbored resentment, hatred, and people wanting to find a way to get even. Punishment was handled with punishment. People find a way to speak, even if it is through a silent, sneaky, or secretive form of communication. Therefore, Grote understood that something needed to change. The something that needed to change was the way that conflict management was handled at Frito-Lay. Organizations have a habit of punishing people until they comply. Grote decided to abolish the punitive system and instead adapt an idea of owning your responsibility. Grote initiated the first steps of an organization to transition into unitive leadership. A new system under Grote in Frito-Lay meant positive contacts, positive performance improvement discussion, and termination is not a final step. Terminating an employee acknowledges that the disciplinary system in the organization does not work. And that does not necessarily mean that, companies and employees can't go separate ways. Since the conflict management system came from unions, and their model came from the criminal justice system, there should be an inquiry about the process of the criminal justice system. The prison population in America is double the prison population in Russia and China. 1 out of every 53 persons in their 20s is incarcerated. The recidivism rate is high. America's answer to its problems is to lock people up, throw away the key, and forget their names until that person is free. We also do that with the like and block buttons as well, like on social media. I mean, if you hit like, you're also taking away those voices that you don't like. The system is categorizing you, just focusing on what you like. And same thing with the block button. When you use the block button, all you're telling the whatever social media platform is you really don't care for this kind of material, so it's going to feed you less of that. And it also categorizes the things necessarily that either you don't notice or you possibly just even stare at but don't click on, so you're basically being channeled to what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear, and you keep feeding that information. It makes you blind to other things. America does fear the systems that were created. The same can be said for organizations. When you are locked up in jail, you lose your life. When you are fired from a job, you feel that you are close to losing everything that you have worked so hard for. Employers terminate about 55,000 people a day. Younger people are more likely to lose their job. When you terminate an employee, the conflict management system the conflict management systems failed. Organizations create more problems when the organization does not choose to solve its issues. The reason that this system exists is because of dualism. Humanity is blind to oneness. Every system that humanity creates pits us against each other. The knowledge of dualism leads humanity to justify hurting someone if they hurt them. Humanity lets their wrath prevail over their mercy, instead of letting their mercy prevail over their wrath. Organizations lead with fear instead of unifying the organization under an atmosphere of positivity. If you think that helping someone who hurt you with hurting them more is the answer and the albeit solution, then you may not ever perceive a better way. Organizations use conflict management systems that work in the short term, but fail in the long term when hate, apathy, resentment cause future issues in the organization. All right, so that's kind of what I'm going off today, and you can actually see that play out on a larger scale, today. Because most people, I mean, you're always told what you should like and what you should hate, and you don't really pay attention because maybe it catches your eye or something like that, but you don't go deeper into the meaning. So that's so far what I got for my dissertation, along with the other portion. Like I said, these are just my thoughts emptying out from everything that I've read, and a lot of reading is kind of what I got to do, so this might be long, I don't know. So we'll just have to see how it goes. But until next time, for those who listened, thank you very much, and I hope you like the picture in the background. Have a good one. Bye.